Penn Staters make a difference. We are one community impacting many. Our faculty, researchers, and students improve the lives of others. Our students graduate and evolve into alumni who find new solutions to our ever-changing needs. Tonight, we celebrate a small group of prominent alumni. These 8 Penn Staters are making profound advancements in their chosen careers and in society. They are the 2025 recipients of the Alumni Achievement Award. Please welcome to the stage the Interim Executive Officer of the Penn State Alumni Association, Ryan Jones.
Thanks, everyone. Good evening to fellow alumni, to our award recipients, and to our distinguished guests. As the video said, I'm Ryan Jones. I'm the Interim Executive Officer of the Penn State Alumni Association, and I am truly honored to welcome you to tonight's event. And a warm welcome as well for those who are watching on the Alumni Association live stream. I want to offer my sincerest congratulations to this evening's 8 outstanding honorees. The Alumni Achievement Award celebrates the university's accomplished young alumni 35 and under. The award demonstrates, particularly to students, that Penn State alumni can and do succeed in exceptional fashion at an early age. These high-achieving award winners show that it doesn't necessarily take a lifetime for Penn State alumni to make profound advancements in their chosen careers and in society. The Alumni Achievement Award program is sponsored by the Alumni Association, authorized by Penn State's Board of Trustees, and supported by the academic colleges and campuses. It is conferred as a permanent and lifelong designation. The award enables recipients to return to specific Penn State colleges and campuses, as they've done these past couple days, to share their expertise, insight, and experience with students, faculty, and administrators. This is invaluable for our current students, and we appreciate our award recipients for sharing their wealth of knowledge with the next generation of Penn Staters. These recipients have distinguished themselves through their remarkable professional accomplishment, and I know I speak for everyone here when I say I am inspired and, as I had a chance to tell them at our reception beforehand, truly humbled by their talents, passion, and success. Many people have gathered tonight to recognize our honorees as we celebrate their achievements. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I'd like to thank everyone for being here. We particularly appreciate the honorees and their families and friends for taking the time to visit Penn State and commemorate this recognition. I'd also like to thank our students, faculty, and administrators, as well as our alumni and our volunteers, for your presence and your continued support of the university and its mission. Tonight, we present each of our 8 honorees with the Alumni Achievement Award, the actual award, which is designed by artist and alumni fellow Jeannie Stevens Solman. And now I would like to invite Dr. Neely Bendapudi, Penn State's 19th president, to the podium as we kick off the evening ceremony.
Hello, everybody. It is such a joy, truly a joy, to welcome you to the 2025 Alumni Achievement Awards. This is one of my favorite events of the year. Tonight, we celebrate some extraordinary Penn Staters. Is there any other kind, right? Extraordinary Penn Staters who've taken their education and their talents to the next level to make the world a better place. To our 8 honorees, thank you. You truly do represent the very best of Penn State. You've risen so quickly in your fields. Yeah, I look back at 35, just 2-3 years ago, and I wonder, how have you achieved so much? But what I love is that your life, you've shown, is not just filled with achievement, but with passion and purpose and meaning. So thank you for that. You are showing our students, the next generation of our future alumni, what's possible when you have hard work, meeting, passion, persistence. One of the things I deeply believe in is the greatest strength of Penn State is our people. And for the families, as you are here to celebrate your loved ones, so Liam, be extra nice to mom today. Deal? Because these are extraordinary achievements. While all 8 are extraordinary, I want to put it in perspective for you. Right now, Penn State University has more than 775,000 living alumni. So even the under 35 crowd, believe me, is huge. So to be singled out for such an honor, it's truly special. You're showing, by the way, that our students don't just graduate with a degree. They inherit a lifelong support system. You see it in the mentorships, the internships, the jobs, the connections, the encouragement, and tonight you see it because in the alumni we honor, you will find individuals that consider it a privilege to give back and to lift up the next generation. To everyone joining us this evening, in person or on live stream, families, friends, not all of you may be Penn Staters, that's okay. Not everyone is that lucky. I hope today, as you are here, you will each truly consider yourself a part of the Penn State family. That is part of the We Are spirit. A spirit that says, open hearts, open arms, we welcome you, and we welcome you into the Penn State family. So, you ready to get started? Okay. Let's go for it. You are going to be so impressed. To begin tonight's ceremony, I'd like to invite Gabrielle Chappell to the stage. Gabrielle is a 2016 graduate of both the Belisario College of Communications and the College of Liberal Arts, where she honed the storytelling and the Spanish language skills that would later become a key to her success. She started as a freelance creative producer, working with brands, working with agencies, working with news stations. But as many of you know, Gabrielle's path took a very different turn where she joined the on-camera talent for Condé Nast Epicurious shows, 4 Levels, and Pro versus Novice. Gabrielle, you are an inspiration because this ignited her passion for the culinary arts and led her to earn a certificate from the Institute of Culinary Education. In her work as a chef educator, recipe developer, and caterer, Gabrielle focuses on seasonal ingredients and intentional sourcing. And she draws, this is so cool, wherever she goes, whatever she does, she draws upon her rural Pennsylvania upbringing. She's changing perceptions, and she's redefining plant-based cuisine. Most recently, Gabrielle captured national attention as the champion of season 3 of Fox's Next Level Chef. By the way, along with her was someone you may have heard of maybe, Chef Gordon Ramsay, who shared glowing reviews of their time working together. Her growing influence in the culinary and media worlds shows the versatility that a Penn State education can foster. And in my brief interaction with Gabrielle when she was sitting with her parents, I can also tell she is someone who carries that openness and humility with her, and that will be a blessing to her wherever she goes, whatever she does. Gabrielle, my heart is so full. I'm so pleased to present you with the 2025 Alumni Achievement Award. Come on up. And we have a picture right there.
Thank you so much.
I think up there.
Oh, okay.
Now, please say a few words.
Whew, I'm already tearing up. I will say one of my strengths I learned doing the show was doing things on the fly. If you've watched the show, you would know that I'm pretty good at whipping things up last minute. So this is really such an incredible honor. And wow, if you told me that this was going to happen a year ago, I mean, as you can tell from my journalism and Spanish background, there was a couple left turns in there to somehow manage to become in the culinary world. And I think, though, that is a testament to my time here at Penn State. I had such an amazing opportunity to connect with students the last couple days, and especially the ones who are on the verge of graduation. I said to them, don't panic. If you can learn anything from me, it's that there are going to be twists and turns in your career. And thankfully, though, you have this foundation of being someone who's gone to Penn State. you have the tools to be able to have a diverse career path and allow that to be confident in how you navigate that. And you have incredible mentors along the way. And I've had such great mentors here at Penn State. And it's pretty cool now that I have a really cool mentor that I've also just gained, which is Chef Ramsey. And so to be able to have that foundation is so special. And I think beyond that, though, it goes without saying that I wouldn't be here if not for my parents. They're here today. I love them so much. And to have them navigate these changes with me and be like, I'm going to go to culinary school in New York City. And they're like, okay. I'm moving to LA. Okay. And so I really think that this next step of my journey is going to include a cookbook. Look out for it. I'm going to open a restaurant in LA someday, so please stop by for some farm-to-table cuisine. And I do want to take a minute to also pay reverence to another mentor that was really special to me here at Penn State, Professor Kurt Chandler. He's no longer with us, and he was incredibly supportive of my career and everything I was doing. And I'm so grateful for him and for his spirit. So thank you all. This is so special. It's kind of crazy being the first one up here, but rip the Band-Aid right off. Thank you all. I really appreciate it.
Wasn't that something? And I love it. I say it's not taking turns. It's living the breadth of your life. It's easy to live just the length of your life, but you don't know what else is out there, so proud of you. Next, I'd like to invite Shah Chowdhury to join me on stage. While still in high school, Shah founded Footsteps, a social enterprise addressing community development challenges in Bangladesh. He came to Penn State specifically to enhance his skills as a change maker and leader, and graduated in 2018 with a degree in environmental economics and policy. His organization helps to tackle issues like water accessibility, sanitation, environmental sustainability, and disaster risk reduction. Since returning to Bangladesh, Shah has expanded Footsteps to provide safe drinking water to hundreds of schools, impacting nearly 500,000 people. Think about that. He launched Dream Water Enterprises Limited to promote affordable drinking water, and his work includes the creation of disaster resilience bags for families that are affected by cyclones and flooding. He also established a scholarship program that has helped 25 financially strained students attend university in Bangladesh. Shah's humanitarian efforts have earned numerous accolades, including the 2024 Muhammad Ali Humanitarian Award. This is particularly meaningful to me because Lani Ali, Muhammad's widow, is a personal friend to me and to Venkat. The 2022 Forbes 30 Under 30 in Asia for Social Impact Award, and the 2020 Diana Award. Shah, I am so pleased to present you with the 2025 Alumni Achievement Award. You show that what Penn Staters do is lead and serve. Thank you.
I'll keep this here. Thank you so much. What an honor. You know, I grew up in a middle-class journalist family in a country which people often don't get to hear about. And when you're making an honest living, coming to a place like Penn State is a distant dream. But it was my father's unconditional love and sacrifice which truly got me here. He made a bet on me, on my future. Well, he won the bet. He would have been the happiest today. It's been 2 years since I lost him, and in these 2 years, I realized a couple of things. I always chased after his validation, never knowing that he always had my back and support and believed in me. Second, a lot of people ask me what made me start Footsteps, and with time, I realized why. I had inherited my father's unconditional love in a certain way, an unconditional love for my nation and my people, an act of service on which I'll never give up, no matter how many times I'm put to the ground. I dedicate this award to the unconditional love of parents, siblings, and any loved ones who give up everything to let you chase impossible dreams. And a special thanks to a few people, Professor Deanna Baring, Professor Elizabeth Brady, Professor Tim Kelsey, and the College of Ag Sciences and Penn State Global, who have advocated for me even after I left and carried forward this unconditional love for me in my father's absence. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thou didst mold us, dear old state. Thank you.
All right, you can chase after him. Let's go. Oh, good idea. You better know who I am, that's fair. And the honorees will continue to impress you. Next, I'd like to invite Kenya Crawford to the stage. Kenya earned her bachelor's degree in human development and family studies from Penn State in 2015. As a student, her activities emphasized service to others, including serving as a resident assistant for Ally House, president of Penn State's Keep a Child Alive chapter, and vice president of the Penn State chapter of UNICEF. Building on her Penn State foundation, Kenya went on to receive a master's degree in psychological counseling from Columbia University and founded Kenya Crawford Consulting. As an award-winning licensed psychotherapist and racial equity consultant, Kenya specializes in supporting QT BIPOC individuals navigating trauma, depression, anxiety, relationship challenges. Her work has been featured in Huffington Post, Essence, and Pop Sugar, and in 2022, Kenya received the Hinge Mental Health Advocate of Tomorrow Award. Kenya's entrepreneurial spirit has been seen her giving back to Penn State. In 2017, Kenya and two alumni created a panel discussion focused on professional development, diverse mentorship, and much, much more. Kenya, it's our honor to honor you with the 2025 Alumni Achievement Award.
I have my notes here because if not, I'll just ramble on about all of my amazing mentors. So, first and foremost, I'd like to thank the Penn State Alumni Association and the College of Health and Human Development for this beautiful award. Now, I know a lot of folks accept awards like these and say when they were an undergrad, they had no idea that they would be here. But if I'm being honest, my mentors almost made it impossible for me not to succeed. So I knew I was going to be here someday. It all started with Miss Vanessa Wade. We met before even stepping foot on Penn State's campus. I told her all about my interest in becoming a therapist, and she pulled me to the side and said, "Have you ever heard of HDFS?" Now, if I'm being honest, I started to write her off because it just sounded like a bunch of letters that didn't sound like psychology or counseling. But she later shared with me all of the amazing programs and resources and the plethora of scholarships, which, as a broke college student, that's all I needed to hear to come to HDFS. Then I met Michelle Frisco, and followed by Teresa and John, who led the Ronald E. McNair Scholars Program. This program not only provided me with robust training and funded my very first research project, this program taught me the power of mentorship. It introduced me to Dr. Susan McHale and my social mentor, Dr. Jennifer Ishler, who's probably somewhere yelling at me for not calling her Dr. C or not calling her Jennifer. I'm sorry, Dr. C, I just can't do it. As a heavily involved student, there was no way you didn't meet Joyce Hopkins King and Angelique Bacon Woodward. Now, mentors who pour into you academically are great, but sometimes you need a mentor that just looks like you and understands what it's like to be one of few Black women on this campus. I tell students today, even earlier at our earlier lunch, that while our mentors are there to pour into us academically, they're also there to show us what's possible. Joyce, Ange, Vanessa Wade, thank you for always pouring into me and sharing an abundance of care, support, and mentorship. Lastly, I'd like to thank my amazing partner, Steph, who is now an unofficial Penn Stater, so get ready for the We Are chants when we come home, dear. Thank you to each and every one of you who poured into me over the years. I'm super grateful for your unwavering support and care. With gratitude.
Aren't they an impressive group? Asia Grant, would you please join me? Asia graduated in 2017 with a degree in marketing from the Smeal College of Business with honors from the Schreier Honors College. Her international experiences, including studying abroad in the Republic of Korea, laid the foundation for her journey into the beauty industry and inspired her entrepreneurship. In 2019, Asia co-founded Redo, a line of sophisticated scents and vegan skincare products with fellow Penn State alumnus Alejandro Cuevas. The company received a Glossier grant. Is it a Glossier? Probably. I was trying to think maybe it was like Glossier or something, but it's Glossier grant, which invests in Black beauty entrepreneurs to address barriers in the industry. Under her creative direction, Redo has collaborated with luxury brands, so many of them, Kalina Strada, Kayana, and Goop. Her products have been featured in just a few places: the New York Times, Vogue, Architectural Digest, and Women's Wear Daily named Asia one of the 6 young founders forging the future. Her reach also extends into the literary realm. Asia published the children's book, Poncho, the Llama, to help kids of all ages embrace their differences. Asia has remained deeply connected to Penn State, serving on the Scholar Alumni Society board since 2017, including as president from 2019 to 2021. Asia is a role model. She regularly speaks with students about entrepreneurship, branding, and inclusivity. Asia, we are so proud of you and so proud to present you with the 2025 Alumni Achievement Award. Come on up here.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Can everyone in the back hear me? Yes? I'm told I'm very loud, so I'm going to not break the mic. I will say to the fellow award winners, I'm very impressed that none of you shed tears. I am breaking that. There will be tears here, so I apologize to everyone in the front row. Thank you, Dr. Bendaputi, so much. And thank you to the Penn State Alumni Association for just putting these types of events together. I've worked in production. I know how hard it is to get this many people in a room and make it seem seamless and feed them and give them drinks. So everyone, thank you so much for just making this happen and dedicating yourselves to honoring such amazing people that I'm honored to be in the room with. I'm also going to go over the 2 minutes. I'm sorry. Play music if you need me to get off stage. But yesterday I had the pleasure of being able to speak with some SMEAL students, and some asked me, what does it mean to win this award? And Dean Mathers, the Schreier Honors College Dean, has been telling me that I need to steep in it. As overachievers, we normally don't get to sit in our joy, in our appreciation of the work that we've done. But even as those students asked me what it meant to win this award, I really struggled to answer that question. I'm still processing it, even as I'm here speaking with you guys today. Personally, I just feel very, I told you there would be tears. I feel very blessed to be able to do the work that I love and that I enjoy with the people that I do it with. I put myself here because I'm going to honor all of them, because without them, there is no me. So I first want to thank the Schreier Honors College, Melissa Zuberstein, Sean Miller, Sean Goheen, Jason, the entire PLA staff, everyone that's been in that college that has literally, since before I was even in the Honors College, we don't use the word gateway, but I gatewayed after my, we're not allowed to use that word, that's very, I'm gonna get slapped on the wrist later. But I didn't come into Penn State from the Honors College. I came in after my sophomore year, and it was really through the PLA and everyone in that office that says you belong here and you are an honor student. And I didn't see that in myself, and they saw that in me. As well as the people of SMEAL, Jamie Campbell, Jennifer Coupland, Jen Crispel, everyone in the alumni office, which is where I had my first internship ever, under Cindy Satterfield, who believed in me also. She's like, you're amazing. There was just a continued stream of people that saw who I was able to become here on campus, and they saw the seeds of that person and decided to water it abundantly with direction, encouragement, and care. So thank you so much to my entire Penn State community that has been here, that still welcomes me with open arms. They said that I have not aged since I left, so thank you all for that. And I also want to thank the people who traveled here today that are also part of my entire support system to bring me to this place. I'm going to name each of them individually. I'm going to point them all out if you guys want to look at them. But first, my mentor, not mentor, Jack Yoskowitz, who I met while I was here during my undergraduate career. He has served on the External Advisory Board of Schreier. Thank you so much for seeing through all of the times when I came to you with directions that were not for me. There was a time in my life when I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. Jack is a high-powered, aggressive Long Island, New York lawyer. And I said, I want to be a lawyer. And he said, absolutely do not do that. Some of the best advice I've ever gotten. So thank you, Jack, who is not my mentor because I don't want to be a lawyer. But thank you for always steering me off of the paths that were not for me. And to Mark and Debbie Dickinson, who are my second set of parents. I've told my parents this. They are not offended by that. They appreciate it so much, actually. You all have been with me since high school. I've recently found out that that was manipulated between you and my parents, that you guys would come into our lives. But thank you for always speaking my name in a room full of opportunities and just showing endless kindness and compassion to me as I was trying to forge my path. I know that I can always depend on you all, even if we haven't spoken. And I love visiting them in Miami. They're my favorite second home to go to. And next, my newest business partner, my dear cousin Diana, who I thought I had a lot of energy. I thought I was a resilient person. Thank you so much for showing me how buoyant and resilient someone can be. And I thought I could say yes to anything. This woman is, I know you're not crying, I can see you, but thank you so much for just being the physical embodiment of unshakable optimism. Everyone needs a Diana. And Thank you to my first business partner, we'll keep this short, I can say so much about him, who I met on campus, Alejandro Cuevas. President Benvenuti mentioned it before. But we met through PLA, and the moment I saw him, I was like, oh, we've known each other in many, many lives. We are going to be friends for a very long time, and this April marks our decade of friendship. But thank you for always encouraging me and challenging me to stop chasing external validation and truly just find the life that I will be happiest to live, which I do every day. Almost done, y'all, sorry. My grandmother and my aunt, I want to thank you all for being truly exceptionally professional mothers, one that I also aspire to be like one day. Unwavering support, no judgment, no worries. There have been many times in my career when you're an entrepreneur where it looks like everything is going to collapse, and anytime I have called on you all to help and support me, there has never been hesitation, so thank you. And I want to thank my father, who was my original coach, the grit, the resilience, and the resourcefulness that I have to be able to achieve and strive and do it with a sense of purpose has been sowed in me from him. And lastly, my mother, who is also, of course, love you, Alejandro, my original best friend in all things. She is truly the other co-founder of Redo, who has spent times with me in the lab at 3 in the morning making soap. Anytime I call her and I'm like, we need to send these packages, she's like, I've got it. Anytime I need to move out of Penn State, I moved in Penn State like 12 times. Every time I need to move out of New York during COVID, I called her, she's like, I'm ready, I'm here, and I support you. So I will end my speech, thank you all again for listening, with a meditation that I keep very near to my heart, which is, now faith is the confidence in what we hope for, and the assurance of what we do not see. So thank you to everyone here who poured your faith into me. And without it, I would not be here. And I hope that I can continue to make all of you proud. Thank you.
Extraordinary, extraordinary, extraordinary. By the way, everybody, if you say she hasn't aged, time to check out her products too. I just want you to know. I'm never above promoting my students. We're going to take a brief intermission. Please enjoy it, and we'll continue with the awards ceremony momentarily. I'd like you all to join me in a big round of applause for our talented student performer, Jacob Ray. Jacob is a third-year undergraduate student, a Schreier Honor Scholar, and this is what I love about Penn Staters and how well-rounded they are. So you heard me say, honors, clearly very talented performer, but he's also studying mathematics and physics. He is also the president of Penn State's chapter of the Society of Physics Students, as well as a research assistant and a lead learning assistant in the math department. In his free time, yes, he actually has such a thing with all his activities. You can find him performing around State College with Penn State's Jazz Combo and other local bands. Jacob, thank you so very, very much. Please give him a round of applause. Next, I'd like to invite Victoria Heasley to the stage. Victoria received her bachelor's degree in biomedical engineering from the College of Engineering, and with honors from Schreier Honors College, and then she earned her MD from Penn State's College of Medicine. She completed her physical medicine and rehab residency and sports medicine fellowship at the University of Cincinnati, where she now serves as an assistant professor of clinical neurology and physical medicine and rehab. Victoria, by the way, your president is also an alum of this university. While still in her residency, Victoria co-founded Bridge Adaptive Sports and Recreation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping individuals participate in adaptive sports. As part of her faculty position, she established the UC Adaptive Sports Clinic, where she provides specialized medical evaluations and tailors equipment to enhance accessibility in sports for participants with disabilities. Victoria's research and innovative approaches to adaptive sports medicine have earned her the American Medical Society for Sports Medicine's Young Investigator Award and the University of Cincinnati Pride Award. Through initiatives such as Go Baby Go, which modifies, I love this, toy cars for children with disabilities, Victoria continues to blend academic excellence with compassionate advocacy, reshaping the landscape of adaptive sports and healthcare accessibility. She also mentors biomedical engineering students at both UC and at Penn State. Victoria, please come up here and accept the 2025 Alumni Achievement Award.
Thank you so much for this amazing honor. One of my first memories of Penn State was in a stroller on Old Maid Lawn feeding the squirrels with peanuts. And so I never would have guessed that I'd be standing here now. And clearly Penn State has been a huge part of my life. Penn State has meant so much to me. In addition to education, personal growth, wonderful mentors, and career development, I can say that Penn State has been the center of the most meaningful relationships, all of which have provided me with endless support, and I wouldn't be here without them. Ever since I can remember, we've been a Penn State family. Visiting here, watching sports from home, really brought our family together. And my mom and dad were so excited when I decided to come here for college and start my own Penn State journey, and supported me endlessly then and obviously until this day. PSU and Schreier's also brought my best friend Sarah, who at the time thought we would only know each other for one semester, thought she'd be rid of me. But I can say because of Penn State, we've been best friends for almost 15 years, so sorry, Sarah. And unbeknownst to me, Penn State Medical School is where I met my husband, Roger. I'd say that Penn State has had much more in store for me than just education and school. I also met my mentor, Dr. Hills, at the medical school. And the work we did at Penn State with developing adaptive sports equipment was the start of my career in adaptive sports medicine. This led to my career in medicine and the development of my nonprofit. The Bridge Adaptive Sports and Recreation is where we create opportunities for people of all abilities to participate in sports and really just help them to have a better quality of life and find their community. We have changed hundreds of lives through sports and even more to come in the future. I also want to thank Dean Mathers from Schreier's Honors College and Dean Kim from the College of Medicine for nominating me for this award. I'm truly humbled to receive this award. I am normally a behind-the-scenes type of person running around and doing a lot of work, and so I'm honored to be recognized. The university has given me so much and has equipped me to future my career and definitely gave me the strength and the confidence to pave my own path and just kind of do what I wanted to do and make my career happen. And winning this definitely reminds me that Penn State's values really become a part of you as an alumnus, and I'm glad that I can continue to spread that in my career and the work in my community, even though it is in Ohio. So, I'm sorry. I am extremely proud to be a Penn Stater. We are.
I love it. And Roger, Victoria said you met here. Just remember you owe Penn State finder's fees. Next, I am so honored to invite Ryan Henrici to the stage. Ryan earned his bachelor's degree from the Eberly College of Science at Penn State with honors from the Schreier Honors College. in 2015. And here, he was actively involved with Phi Beta Kappa, with Thon, and Alpha Epsilon Delta. At Penn State, Ryan conducted research under Dr. Song Tan's guidance into how regulators of cancer interact with their genetic targets. This research, combined with his personal experience of his mother's diagnosis with neuromyelitis optica, ignited his passion for medical research and led to prestigious recognitions, including the Marshall Scholarship, the National Astronaut Scholarship, and the Barry Goldwater Scholarship. Clearly a slacker. He also was recognized with the Eric A. Walker Award, which is given annually to the student who most significantly increased the public esteem of the university. Ryan has since earned his MD PhD and now serves as Senior Director of Translational Research at Big Hat Biosciences, where his work on therapeutic antibodies is paving the way for significant breakthroughs. His first therapeutic antibody for gastric cancer is currently in manufacturing, with clinical trials planned for 2026. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Ryan led efforts to develop therapeutic antibodies for SARS-CoV-2. In addition, research that he conducted in Uganda during medical school provided critical insights into malaria treatment resistance, potentially saving countless lives. Ryan, you truly make us so proud to call you one of our own. Please come up here and accept your 2025 Alumni Achievement Award. So proud of you. So much. Please.
Wow, this is a tremendous honor on many, many levels. Just first wanted to thank the Penn State Alumni Association for this incredible honor, and the College of Science for providing a home for me to learn science, to develop my passions, Professor Song Tan for giving me my start after in the BMB research process. I first applied to his lab and actually turned him down, forgot about it, and then reapplied to his lab 6 months later, and he offered me the position with no foul words. And then trained me into the scientist that I am today. My mother and father, Michael and Carol, for supporting me in my Penn State journey in infinite ways, and all the journeys that have happened since across multiple continents. And then, of course, my wonderful wife, Kelly, for being an endless sounding board for science conversations that she'd probably rather not hear, and for all of the challenges and successes that our life has brought together. Almost 10 years and a couple of months ago, I was in this building as a senior on the homecoming court. Seeing the awardee list, it turns out that Kenya Crawford was actually the queen of the homecoming court that year. There's no hard feelings there. And Gabby was also on the homecoming committee that supported us in that process. So it's great to see folks again here. The purpose, the mission of the homecoming chapter or celebration that year was honor the purpose and carry the pride. And I continue to reflect on that when I found out about this award a couple of months ago. Penn State has given me so much in terms of a scientific foundation, learning about what makes me who I am, and giving me the tools to do the incredible things that I've had the privilege of doing over the last 10 years. Hard to believe. And in that time, I've met countless folks from West Philly and medical school, London as a PhD student, and Uganda working in global health there. And think about the purpose of Penn State, which is fundamentally a land-grant institution. The purpose is to provide an outstanding source of education to Pennsylvanians, to then be a global leader in every domain, from science to engineering to literature to business and sports. And it just it's abundantly clear to me that not everybody in 2025 has access to an outstanding education, which is what Penn State's mission really is. And so it's my great, great, great privilege to be a representative of the university with this award, and to carry that pride forward in everything that I do, and hopefully make the community that built me proud. Thank you.
I don't know how all the families are standing it. My heart feels ready to burst with pride. It's just amazing. Honor the purpose, carry the pride, right? Did I get it right? That's great. What a beautiful way to put it. Now I'd like to invite Corinne Moon to join me on stage. Corinne is a 2023 graduate of Penn State Dickinson Law, and the multifaceted background she brings has uniquely positioned her to make a difference in communities, both here in the United States and abroad. Corinne served as a Russian translator in the Marine Corps for 5 years. Her military experience gave her unique insights into human trafficking overseas and inspired her path towards combating this global issue. Before attending law school, Corinne founded Lantern Rescue, a nonprofit organization dedicated to fighting human trafficking worldwide. Lantern Rescue now operates in 8 countries, developing and training task forces with the permission of local governments, and it continues to expand its reach. Today, she serves as a special prosecutor with the Lycoming County District Attorney's Office in Pennsylvania, focusing specifically on human trafficking and child sexual abuse material. One nominator highlighted Corinne's tenacity and willingness to tirelessly fight for her clients, qualities that have helped ensure justice for those that Corinne has represented. Her goodwill extends beyond the courtroom. During Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Corinne's translation skills aided multiple refugees in their efforts to flee the country. Corinne exemplifies how Penn State graduates can truly impact society globally. Corinne, it's my honor to present you with the 2025 Alumni Award.
Thank you. I talk really fast, but there's no court reporter here to yell at me today, so this will be a lot easier. It's my honor to have been selected to receive this award, and I want to give credit to where it really is due, and that is to God. I have had the privilege to dream big because I serve a really big God without whom none of this would be possible. I want to thank my husband and my children for continuing to be with me on this journey and dealing with the chaos of my work and travel schedule. I just got back from 2 weeks in Africa, and I know they had a lot of takeout during that time, so sorry about that. But I'm back. And always dealing with all the shenanigans and supporting me through all the crazy things I do. I want to thank my parents, who are the twin pillars that have never been shaken throughout my life, and they've never lost faith, even when I'm really bad at listening to advice. Really bad at it. I want to thank Penn State, and they are the guiding light they have been in my legal career. It really does take a village to raise an attorney, and there's no better village to do that than Penn State Dickinson Law, so I want to really thank you guys for that. And for supporting my 2-year plan to continually stay at the district attorney's office through my entire law school career. Thank you for allowing me to do that. Finally, I want to take a minute to acknowledge the work that we do at Lantern Rescue and why we really do this, and that is, as we celebrate here tonight, there are an estimated 28 million victims of human trafficking in the world today. We all have an impact that we can play, and we all can do something to affect those victims, to reach and rescue them. No matter how small you may think your role is, everyone can have a role to play in this, and I want to encourage everyone to be looking for those opportunities in their daily lives and to remember those 28 million victims. So thank you.
Finally, I'd like to invite Connor Satterley onto the stage. Connor Satterley earned dual bachelor's degrees in communication and political science from Penn State Behrend, with honors from the Schreier Honors College in 2011. Connor went on to complete a master's degree in international affairs from the Graduate Institute in Geneva, launching him into a global career spanning entrepreneurship, startup development, and innovation. Connor has founded multiple startups. That's not enough, not just multiple startups, but across 3 continents. They include co-founding GovFaces, a Swiss-based civic tech platform that onboarded 33% of elected members of the European Parliament, and I'm assuming it's SEMA. If I mispronounce it, my apologies, an award-winning civic tech startup in Uganda that sought to improve the quality of service in the country's justice system. In 2020, Connor established his own consulting firm, working with entrepreneurs in over 50 countries to make startup processes more efficient, effective, and most importantly, fun. Today, Connor supports more than 70 venture capital funds through the San Francisco-based Decile Group, reviewing investment opportunities and developing curricula for emerging markets. Connor's work has been recognized with the European Youth Award, and his global perspective exemplifies Penn State's mission of creating engaged scholars who tackle real-world challenges through innovation and collaboration. Connor, it's my distinct honor to present you with the 2025 Alumni Achievement Award.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm honored, and I'm really, really grateful to receive the award. When I found out about it, it really hurt. I spiraled a bit, and it was difficult to emerge out of that spiral because I read my bio, and it felt really hollow. It didn't reflect the pain and the failure and the rejection and the remarkable lack of achievement that I felt over the last 15 years. What I did feel pride about was love. It was people, the people that I've met since Penn State, at Penn State, and since Penn State. I'm proud of the love that I gave, and I'm even prouder of the love I got back. I'm proud of the sunsets that I saw. I'm proud of the places that I got to see. I'm proud of every time somebody trusted me enough to let me know a little bit more about where they came from that I would never understand being a kid from Western Pennsylvania. I'm proud of the late-night philosophical debates over a couple bottles of wine. I learned to love from my parents, and so the love that I feel as I look back over the 15 years I know I gained from them. But I also learned to love because I studied at a Commonwealth campus at Penn State, and I'm really damn proud to have studied at Penn State Barron. Oh, cool. And I'm proud because I was loved when I was there. Last night, I got to meet all my old professors and the university staff, and it's been 14 years, and they're all still trading stories about the dumb crap that I did when I was there, and one of them has my tests in their drawers. That's a level of personal attention and care from so many different professors. Kids studying comms and the engineering department chair knew me, and the French teacher and the head of student activities, and I got so much love and so much patience over my 4 years because I was a jerk from time to time. They stood with me. And I would never have gotten that, I think, at a campus 10 times my size. My experience was unique, and I was really loved there. There's some students in the back, and so I want to say something really loud and clear for them. Achievement is radically overrated. Chasing titles, accolades, seniority, it's empty. It won't bring you fulfillment. What will bring you fulfillment is meeting people and loving people, meeting people along the way that you're really investing in and that invest in you. And here's why that's important. When you graduate, you're going to face a brutal economic reality. Underscoring that, many of you will face massive educational debt as a burden that'll stick with you for decades. At the same time, every job available to college graduates is going to have 1,000 applications, and your CV will not jump off the pile, no matter if you've trained your AI to beat that AI. It won't happen. And at the same time, corporations have perfected a way to squeeze young graduates with long hours and low pay and miserable jobs that they hate. So it's pretty grim. How do you avoid it? Invest in people, invest in love. Start right now reaching out to people that you admire that are in your career field and just say, hey, I'm a student. I'm not asking for anything. Do you have 30 minutes to talk about what things are like in your industry? Can I just learn from you? And then when they have a position, maybe you're actually working with someone that you'll love. Maybe you'll work doing something that's fun. Find a place that's worth working for and start meeting people, start loving people. And if you do that, you might make the best of a tough job market and you might actually work someplace you like. If you do, my hope is that 14 years from now, you don't win this award, but you have the ability to say what I've said, which is, I'm so proud of the people I've met and the love that I've shared and the experiences that I've gained. And I'm really proud and happy to be here with you, and I thank you very much for the honor.
Before I bring our fearless leader, Ryan, back up here, I want to just say a couple of words to all of our winners today. I think you've heard from each of them. They put people first in their own way. They're trying to solve problems. They're trying to make the world around them better. It's beautiful. We are calling you alumni. So if you're an alumna, I just want to remind you what the words alma mater mean. Forever after, you will say, Penn State is my alma mater. Please remember, in whatever language you translate it into, alma mater translates to nourishing mother, the nurturing mother. That's what this institution is. It's not that it's perfect, but Penn State has made you who you are. And I appreciate what you all said. Penn State is not the buildings. Penn State is all the people. Thank you for recognizing your faculty and staff. You are here 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, who knows? But I tell you what, we have faculty and staff who've dedicated their lives to this place. So we are so proud of you. Remember this. This is your home forever and ever. This is, right? This is your nourishing mother. This is your nurturing mother. Please come back. Next year, my hope is you all come back. Instead of my just bragging on everybody, even though it gives me so much joy, I hope you will be here to give them the awards for the next class. That's the community we want to build. I appreciate you so much, and I'm so proud of you and so grateful you are here. And please join me in welcoming Ryan back up here.
Thank you again, Dr. Bendaputi. And again, I want to just echo everything that President Bendaputi just said. And again, it's humbling, right? You hear what these folks are doing with their lives and the impact they're having on the world and the people around them. It's incredible and gives us so much to be proud of. I'm actually going to turn it immediately over to Anand Ganjem, who is the 83rd president of the Penn State Alumni Association. All yours, buddy.
Good evening, everybody. I am the last one, and I will be brief. But I always feel like I want to run through a wall after this event. I mean, everyone is just so incredible. There was something that every single person said today that stood out to me. And this year, I wanted to make sure I took notes because there's just something so important and so spectacular about every single award winner. I just wanted to share the highlights that I took away. I'm sure everybody took their own highlights. Gabrielle said, don't panic. Penn State gives you the tools to navigate anything, any challenge. Shah, he said, we should never forget the unconditional love that we have from our families and from our Penn State community. Kenya talked about the mentors that we all have, the mentors that open doors for us that we didn't even know existed, the possibilities that were never there for us if it weren't for those mentors. Asia talked about embracing the people who have faith in you in ways that you don't have in yourself, because they will lead you to greater achievements than you would have ever expected. Victoria said that Penn State has the power not just to strengthen the family that you're born into, but if you let it, to help you create your own family. Ryan talked about Penn State's land grant mission to provide an outstanding education for Pennsylvanians, and he reminded us that we always need to honor the purpose and carry the pride. Corinne talked about Penn State being a guiding light and to embrace the village that each of us needs to achieve our dreams. And finally, Connor, I love this, Connor said, achievement is radically overrated. Fulfillment doesn't come from titles, but it comes from love and it comes from people. These are just incredible messages that each of our 8 award winners shared, and again, so much more. I didn't do justice to it, but I'm just so deeply honored to even share a room with all of you. So I want to extend my deepest congratulations to each honoree for exemplifying what it means to carry Penn State spirit around the world. So in the words of Eric Walker, Penn State's 12th president, I think they ring true today, "Wherever you go, Penn State will go with you. You are now a part of her. Her image will be cast in your image. Your reputation will become her reputation." The extraordinary journeys that you've shared with our Penn State community this week demonstrate that our alumni can achieve remarkable heights early in their careers, inspiring our current students to envision bold futures and pursue ambitious dreams. So finally, on behalf of the Penn State Alumni Association, thank you all for joining us this evening, both in person and virtually. To all the award recipients, please return to the stage for a group photo opportunity following to conclusion of the alma mater. And now I invite everyone to please rise, if you are able, as we join our voices together for the singing of the alma mater.
Award winners, come on up and join us on stage.